Good morning in everybody. Why can't anybody see me? What do we got going on this morning? Let's get this figured out before we go farming. Not sure why I don't have a camera. It's selected. It's on. Just try open the map. Configuration set off. Hey. Yep. Okay. That's mildly frustrating. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. I don't have anything. Which is about normal for us. So let me try. Add one thing here. And I'm going to have to set these all up separately. Let's open that up. Close that just a little bit. Goodness gracious, you guys don't want to see it stare at this giant head, do you? Alright, there we are. There we are. So I don't know why this isn't working. Which is a major bummer. It's like the camera isn't even there. So, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. See if I can get this to pop up so I at least know where I am. There I am. Okay. And we're just going to go like that, go like that, go like that, and that. And hopefully that works for us. Because our pet camera isn't working either. Which is just fine, because the pets aren't working really either. So, let's get that turned off. And we're going to hide that. Turn that one off. Okay. I think we can go to farming here. There we are. And some background game music. Get rid of this. Okay, kids. Let's farm. Shall we? We are here. Whoop. doing all sorts of clubs this morning. We got lots of BigSky blunders this morning. BigSky's kind of a blunder himself, anyway. We are harvesting our lentils this morning. Pretty sure I just dumped coffee all over myself. So that is what we're going to start the morning off with. Once we get done with that, we're going to visit the bank, borrow a little bit more money, because I found kind of a cool mod that is close to my heart, and I wanted to give it a shot this morning. There's a new swather, Peterson Modding. Peterson Modding itch.io page has it. He's also on Facebook, and it is a pretty decent mod. From what I understand, it is going to get totally redone for this map. He's going to be doing some stuff. Good morning, Charles. He's going to be updating the mod a little bit, optimizing a little bit, getting it work with the with this map. He's got a John Deere version of it, as well as a MacDon version of it. So we're going to get these lentils off, and then we're going to go see if we can take a gander at that swather and see how it handles some humidity. So that is our big bad plan for this morning, and if memory serves, we've got just this little dab of lentils left here, and then we've got to go all the way around to the top of the field, and let's jump backwards here and just get this little bit, and we don't have to come back. We have to come all the way back around to the top of the field there by the buildings to get into that other side, because there is no good way to get across the creek here. There is a way to get across, just not a good one with a large combine and a 40-foot header. So kudos to South Sass for those little kinds of details that just make this map playable. So how is Charles doing this morning? Morning, Towboat Fish. Welcome in, sir. Glad you guys all could join us here for exploring Edgewater. We're just gonna kind of farm. Not too much of a plan. Just kind of playing some stuff. And nice if I knew how to drive. So I'm hoping it's either just a mess up of I'm doing grand on this fine Sunday. I've got coffee, I've got a stream, and I've got farm sim. I'm happy as could be. Of course, Mrs. BigSky thinks I'm nuts that I would get up early on one of the few Sundays where we don't have to do anything. We don't have to get up early. We don't have to go anywhere. And she's like, "You're gonna get up early and stream?" Yep, sure am. So that is what we're doing. And other than our small video, this camera just delay this morning, I'm not sure what's going on there. We're rolling. So obviously I got the camera up, but I had to redo it a little bit. And so hopefully you guys can all see me. I see it's pretty big where I had it set there in the corner. So as soon as I've got this little dab off here, I may take a brief moment and adjust that. But Oh, how was towboat this morning? And one thing we're gonna try. Ooh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to try that. I don't think. That's alright though. We were gonna maybe play around with bushels plus, but I don't know that it got put in the save. Alright. Yeah, overshot there just a little bit. Is that gonna get us close enough? Perfect. Alright, let me take a moment and adjust this here a little bit so that you guys aren't completely just staring at just my face. A little bit. There we go. There. That's hopefully a little better for you all. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that course blade, hold in the pipe, and we're going to kick back for a little drive here. We're going to check, but I don't think I can sneak out the top of the field here. Nope. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I remember how to get out of this field. Good morning, Pleasant View Farms. Welcome in, sir. It was right there. I drove right past it. How are you doing this fine Sunday morning? We're streaming. We got coffee. We got lentils. And we've got a bit of a New Holland theme going on this stream here. So now I don't know if that one is also good. Glad to hear it. We have a lovely late winter morning here in southwest Montana as well. It's not too cold. It's only about 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Is that there? There's our crossover. That is, I'm not going to lie, half the fun of this map is finding all the crossovers to get to the next little bit of field. So we will see. And the crazy thing to me is how big this map looks and feels. But when you actually get into some of these fields, they aren't actually that big. It just looks big and feels big. I don't know how he was able to do that, but kudos to him for doing it. So, and yes, I am dangling on to every bit of Christmas cheer that I can yet. Oh, I'm loving this map. Pleasant View, I'm loving it. It's, there's not a square field in sight, which kind of can cause some confusion with course play. But at the same time, it does work with it. And you've got different crops, you've got different mechanics. The details and the playability, I guess, is the word I'll use. There's lots of room on the farms for bin sites and for using the bin sites. I wasn't sure I was even going to play the map right away. Whoops. Let's try this again. That's what happens when BigSky fat fingers the buttons. But I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. I wanted to try the mowing stuff. And it's probably about 10 minutes into it and just fell absolutely in love with it. So, don't worry though. We're still going to do potatoes. We'll still farm potatoes down in Stone Valley. We'll just, when we need a dryland farming fix, we'll come up here and do that. So. Hello, Brian. Welcome back. I believe you made a brief appearance the other night when we were streaming, so welcome back in, sir. Glad to have you back. You're just hanging out here in Edgewater. I'm going to see if we can get these lentils and the rest of the wheat that's still in the truck in the bin. And we'll see what other fun we can have. I can only imagine how fun all these curves are going to be with an air seeder. Especially one of the bigger ones. We might choose a smaller one, we might go with a bigger one. Who knows? I have an idea in Absolutely, Brian. You may lurk away, not a problem. This is a great map. They did put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy into it. The swathing mechanics are excellent. So but yeah, having the steering wheel and driving all these manual corners would be hit. Something on the edge of the field there. Oh, maybe it is the very edge of the field. Yep, that must be it. Come on. There we go. Just had to leave a little bit there. But yeah, the immersion factor of this map with the steering wheel and side panel and everything just adds so much to it. It's so much fun. I did play a little while. I did a little time lapse of some of the harvest that I'll put up this week. And I did that with my controller because I could kind of sit and hang out with family while I recorded that one. And it's not near as much fun playing it with a controller as it is with the wheel. It's still fun, don't get me wrong, but it's just that much funner with the wheel. And I think this is probably the first map in 22, or since the GPS mod came out, that I haven't I have it on here. I used it very briefly in the time lapse, but for the most part I haven't even used GPS. So as we get some fields further away from the farm, we're going to obviously set up some auto drive for those. But for right now, kind of back to almost back to old school, farming with just by driving. So you can easily set up GPS courses. You never seem to be taking a full headers width, because there's so much curves, so much turning, and so to maximize the efficiency of our machines, we want to be taking full headers widths as much as we can. Obviously, in game it doesn't matter, but in real life it does. If you're not running those combines full, just shaking them empty, it can be kind of hard on them, and definitely reduces lifespan of the interior parts. So that's kind of one of those hidden things with GPS in real life, is the increased ability to keep that header full and not shake your combine apart. So oh, do we have another little offshoot corner there that we missed? Oh no, that's part of the wheat that we did already. I was thinking that spot just on the other side of the creek there ahead of us was that we still had to combine with these lentils, but doesn't look like it. Oh, sure, Brian, that makes sense. Switching over to the PS5. As far as I know, this map and the pickup headers that BC Bueller did are for PS5. So I think Dirt Farmer was playing it the other day. Or he was checking out the crops with it. I think that might have been it. Because I know some of these crops, he raises them sometimes up on his place up there in northern Montana. So let's get this first round done, and we've got about 100 bushels in the tank. So hopefully our lentils pay well, because they're not yielding super well. Guess we'll see when it comes time to sell them. So get this little eye looking shape taken care of here, and then we'll make another lap. Hey, DJ's Club, welcome in, sir. Appreciate you stopping by. You are correct there, Charles. It does work with all of those crops. I tried it out the other night's live stream on some wheat. It worked great until our horseplay workers got tangled up in the fence. And even after they got tangled up in the fence, it worked just fine. We will we'll find some canola here and see how we do with that. So how is DJ doing? I saw a post there a little while ago. You were in the hospital for a few days, not feeling well. Hope you're doing better. Hope you're feeling well. So always unfortunate to be sick and have to go to the hospital. So hopefully you're better. So the green of my yield map would tell me that we are, dipping into the ditch there. Those are some pretty serious ditches. You don't want to mess around with those. You're doing canola at the moment, Charles? Awesome, awesome. And DJ's better? That's great, man. That's good to hear. So, judging from our yield map down there in the green, it looks like this is about the best the lentils will yield. So, I haven't even looked at sell points or anything like that. What I might try to do, what I'd like to try to do, is see if we can sell these with the train. I was watching somebody stream the other night, and they said best prices were in Saskatoon. I'm going to use the train to get them up there, so I'm going to try that. Who knows? Have a potentially busy work week coming up this week, so I don't know how much I will be able to stream. So I've been trying to get a bunch of extra content made and ready for you guys this week. So DJ, I'm loving this map. We talked about it a little earlier, but the playability of this map is just so great. And this is a lot more down right where I live right here in southwest Montana. There's not quite as many goofy shaped fields like there is here. But this is definitely a lot more, a lot closer to more what I'm familiar with as far as ground and terrain. But I'm loving it. I'm having an absolute blast with it, and very cool, very cool. So I have an early morning start, so I will definitely try to stop by for sure. But I do get to go do one of my favorite things tomorrow morning, and I get to ride an airplane. So I don't know why, I just like flying. So whoops, watch the edge of the map. We're pretty serious about that there. Hey, Dirt Farmer, welcome in this morning, sir. Had an early morning, so I thought I'd sneak in a little stream before yours. So call me your opening act this morning. I'll get the crowd hyped up for you, and then you can do your thing. DJ hates flying. I know a lot of people are that way. I just I never got to do it very much as a kid, and so now that I'm an adult, have a job, all that fun stuff, I get to do it. And this is for work, but I just am enjoying the heck out of it. So yeah. Whoop, we wanted to back up there a little bit. I am Dirt. It's getting into the busy season. Everybody needs systems worked on. Everybody needs stuff installed. So plus we got to slip in a little bit of training in Arizona. So that's where we're headed first part of the week. So absolutely, DJ. Absolutely. So it is the 1st of March, Wednesday. I know there will be guys anxious to get in the fields. So, and Dirt's up there looking out his window going, I still got snow on the field. I can't see anything. Mr. Nick Stegman is here this morning to welcome in, sir. Glad you could stop by. Thanks for popping in, saying hello, and hanging out. Yep. That is true, Dirt. Get your stuff figured out before you start. So. Alright. And I think this little square is it for our lentils. Yeah, I know, Dirt, right? Well, this Arizona trip that I'm doing, it started off, the planning for it started back in right around Halloween. And the initial plan for this trip was go to Arizona, stay and do a whole bunch of testing and training. It'll be a full 2 weeks, plan to be gone that long, yada, 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 yada. And now it's finally happening. It's all said and done. And they said, oh, by the way, you'll fly Monday, train Tuesday, fly Wednesday. And I'm like, cool. 2 weeks turns into 3 days. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I understand, DJ. Cool that you're getting the PC up. I'll be brutally honest. I have had absolutely zero luck with Windows 11. It's probably just a me thing, but I've had zero luck with it. So, all right. We are finished with our lentils. So let's do a little bit of housekeeping here before we jump into the next thing. And I want to park this header right here. And then we're going to, those that have Windows 11 and it works, they rave about it, but those folks are few and far between. So, yeah, see? Right there. Perfect example. Nick's had no issues with it. So, I say Windows 11 is a lot like farm sim workers. When they work great. When they don't work, well, who knows what's going on with them. So, all right, got our little Kenworth semi here. Here's the big dog we're looking for. So, I believe we want to go this way. I gotta remember how to get out of here. I think it was over here. Maybe. Nope. Well. Ah, here it is. I knew it was here. See? We found it. Took us a minute, but we found it. So we've got 854 plus whatever's in the truck there, which I don't think is going to be empty enough to fit all of this in. In fact, I know it's not. So we're going to throw the pipe up, jump in our Mac here, maybe, there we go. Let's see. If I don't know about you, Dirt Farmer, but this is more the setup I'm used to here. Dumping into a Westfield like this, that's more what I'm used to. Yep, absolutely. All right, so this is going to be, but we don't wreck the auger on the trees here. Absolutely, thank you for the reminder, Stream Elements. If you guys haven't already, feel free to hit that like button. Helps the channel out immensely. And helps me out. I don't think I want to do that just yet. But to avoid massive problems, I'm going to wait till this guy fills. We'll fold the auger in. Then we're going to dump in there. Perfect. Auger slide a little bit. Oh no, it's right in the top. Right where it should be. Perfect. Okay. Let's get the rest of our wheat off the field here and over to the leg by the house. Jump back over, finish unloading the lintels. Then we'll go do BigSky's favorite thing and buy equipment. So. Yeah, these are actually, believe it or not, Dirt, these are the in-game ones. So, I like them too. They carry a lot and they work well. So, we're rolling with them. Let's see. Perfect. Nope. There we go. Get the rest of this out of here. Pipe. Tarp. Get them parts. We'll just go right here for now. Okay, that guy's done. Working on unloading him. Commit the cardinal sin of farming and walk away from the auger. while it's running. Oh, come on. There we go. First I thought this thing was going to make me open up or unhide the HUD so I could see my triggers, but it's going to behave. Alright, that's done. So we can shut him off. Now we have to, I found out, hold in the pipe. And we actually have to fold in. This was all stuff I bought to set up this series, Dirt. I don't remember what all comes with in the base game. If anything, I want to say there wasn't a whole lot I had to get rid of, so to speak. So, this gets a little bit. I have just enough room to grab this header. We're going back to just to show you. See, I got just enough room next to that Quonset hut. To get the header out. And we're just going to line him up here. And I have my eye on a couple of canola fields that we're going to see what we can do with. Alright, so what I found, what I want to show you guys, Peterson Modding, itch.io is the creator of this one. And here is an 1170, M1170 MacDon. It's got white rims, throw some GPS on it just in case. So he's got the swather here. Funny thing that you guys may not know, which we better go to the bank first. If only the bank was going to the bank was this easy in real life, huh? So we'll go up to $500,000. So these have what they call the reverse platform. So when you're in the machine, the seat and the steering wheel spin around, and you drive it down the road engine first. And the creator has actually put that functionality in here, which I thought was super cool. So we're going to do a couple of extra steps here just to show off the full immersion into this. So it comes with a 40-foot draper, a 35-foot draper, and the disc mower head, and then it comes with our little trailer bar. And this is what we use. We put this on the machine and pull header trailer with it. We do that reverse station number, and away we go there. So I think, yeah, we don't need to change colors or anything. We'll get this as well. And if we have enough left, we will also get a header trailer. And let's go. I think we can go with that one. And oh, they don't have a good. We'll go Case IH red. That's gonna have to be close enough to MacDon red for now. All right, so let's. Still not done. Should have actually taken a load of wheat down to the store, sold that, used that to buy the swather. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. So we'll want to do the back hopper first, apparently. Whatever. Absolutely dirt. And it is in game. So the mod's a little bit rough around the edges. Functionality works great, looks great. And he is currently redoing the whole pack, and going to release it with all the swapping functions and everything on this map. He's going to release it there. So let's see if we can switch hoppers now and dump out of the front hopper. There we go. So very cool mod. And as with most modders, they just get better as they go. So it'd be really cool to see what he can do with this mod and where he takes it. So we'll pull off the pit here. There's our big harrow that we're going to get harrowing here. We'll see if we get time for that this morning or not. So, all right, here is our Macdon. Now, we'll jump in quick. Controls look great. All looks great. So I will have to check and see which button we got to push to reverse station this baby. I know what it is on my controller. I don't know what it is here. So there we go. Speed sync, cruise control, reverse. Oh, it doesn't tell me what the... You dirty thing. We're going to have to go look. Let's see. Vehicle driving. Change direction. Left shift B. Try that. Whoa. You can lean ahead? Where has this been all my life? Alright, anyway. Before I bore you all to tears. Left shift B. Spins us around. And there you have it. Simple as that. I'm not sure what controls are going to be like. So this is going to be reverse. Okay, so it is going to be the right controls. Controls will be the right way. Let's get this attached here. So then we'll come around here. Oh, and we do have to, okay, well. There we go. So now I believe if we do this right, which I probably won't do it right because you all know me. You watched me long enough. I'll screw this up yet. Don't worry. Detach there. And we're going to keep going. And we'll cruise over here. Pick up the header, set it on the trailer. We'll be down the road cutting canola before you can say Bob's your uncle. If there's any Bobs in the chat, I apologize. So, I hope. Perfect. Oh, yeah. This will work great. Except I'm driving backwards. Thanks for the support, Kurt. Alright. So this is where our steering does get a little bit squirrely. So we have turned our operator station back around so we can set our header on the trailer a little bit easier here. Cool. So now, this is the part I thought was cool, because we can go in cab and you can drive up and just hook up. You don't have to futz around trying to back into anything or look into anything or anything like that. You just hook up, turn around, and go. Now, isn't that neat and fun? What I did notice when I tested this out last night is it doesn't play very well with the traffic. It's almost like traffic doesn't recognize it, so the traffic doesn't stop for it. So we need a fairly big hole in our traffic here. And we're down here. I think we're just going to cruise up to field 20. Let's go 21 for time's sake. I don't want to run over too long today, because I know there's some other folks that are going to be streaming soon. So, and running backwards like this, realistic speed 28 miles an hour. Yeah, pretty close. I have actually driven one of these reverse station like this down the highway, and at 28 miles an hour, which is a little bit, they're not quite that fast. It's a little bit sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. It gets a little nervous. So, all right, how? We're gonna have to get a little creative with this here. All right, what we got going on over here? Okay, I think I can make that work. We'll make that work. Okay, so we're gonna unhook that. I'm going to pull ahead just a little bit. Now this is the fun part. I have the camera angle on the side here, right? So if we're going to go reverse our station, it just reverses us to the other side. So Charles, I used in the store menu, it is in the mowers. The pack comes with a little trailer bar. Now you do have to download the swather, the header, and the little bar here. And I think this rotary header to the left of the bar. You have to download all four. There we go. All four parts separate. That is going to change in a upcoming update to the map. Not to the map, to the mod. When that's going to be out, don't know when it's out. So, all right. So, and then I just used an in-game header trailer to get that. So, hopefully, this is going to work how I had planned. We're going to find out. Hopefully we don't fall too far into the ditch. And then Charles, since we were a 40-foot header, I did use a 40-foot trailer. And we can take a quick look here and show you which one we used. The N70-40 Nardi header. Now, you know what's going to be really cool here in a couple of days is when those Dimco header trailers from Custom come out. That's going to look super nice. So, without further delay and without any ado at all, we're going to cut a little bit of grass. Now, I did see this little green box underneath the header. Not seen that before, so I'm not sure what that's all about. And I did notice that if you catch any amount of grass with this particular header, I'm not sure if it's the mod or the map because I didn't notice it on the other swathers, but any amount of grass turns a good chunk of your windrow into a grass windrow. So we're going to leave the edges here, give it kind of a pretty wide berth, and go from there. Last thing about this header is I did have to go into the XML and tweak the power requirements just a skosh, because it was not, I got a message that this header was too big for the engine on this. So I just tweaked it just a little bit for my own purposes and went from there. Absolutely, Charles. It's pretty incredible what some of these folks can come up with. So. Yep. Is that what it is, Nick? Okay. Because I've seen it pop up like that, but I didn't see it go away, and it doesn't look like I ticked GPS on this one. So I was confused as to what it was. So. Oh, okay. Does it, Dirt? Okay. So now here's the thing I just learned. You're talking those BC Bueller swathers, Dirt. I learned, and I don't know if anybody else knows this because I don't think he put it as a big selling point or feature point. You can shift the deck plates around on those headers, so you can have it deliver the windrow either in the center or to the left or to the right. So when I did my opening headlands, I just opened it up. I think it was to the right, left, whatever, doesn't matter what side, would have been to the right. And we're leaving a lot there, but that's, I just don't want grass in these windrows. And ran my headland one way and then the other way, and I had a 60-foot swath, laid both swaths next to each other, and header picked it up just perfect as could be. So kind of a fun thing for you to mess with and try if you're interested. So I've used those swathers a lot and didn't realize you could do that with them. So but pick up our header. Oh, nope, we're just going to detach it. My goodness, that's the second time I've done that today. Alright, let's get this guy dropped. Slow him down just a little bit. I suppose we could pop that up. Yield looks pretty good for this. So, having never grown an acre of canola in my life, I have no idea what's a good yield and what's a bad yield. So. That's one of the things I'm growing to love about this map is these goofy shaped fields. By the time you get your two headlands off, you don't have a whole lot left in the middle, so you just well keep going around in a circle. So again, just little differences, little nuances like that make it fun and make it playable. So having a ball on this map. Alright, let's see if I can get this without screwing it up. Looks like I did part of it. We shall see. All right. I got it. So our dirt road that runs there does not look like it has too much traffic, so I think I'm just going to leave the trailer there for now. And we want to lift, and we want to reverse. And drop it down. Perfect. Look at there. Man, it's almost like I know what I'm doing in this game with this equipment, huh? And let us not forget, I am the self-proclaimed worst driver in Farm Sim. So I would like to see, well, I guess 8 or 9 in canola. Probably fast enough. Maybe it's a skosh fast, isn't it? I'm okay with that. I like pushing the envelope. So I did it again. I am the worst driver in Farm Sim. Oh, goodness. Perhaps I shouldn't have the raise and lower and the attach buttons right next to each other. I did it again. My goodness. I'm just going to stop picking up the header. Just going to run it on the ground all the time, sucking up windrows and everything. I haven't found that it does. I would agree. Dirt, it should. Haven't found that it does. Might be something I will... I was going to shoot a screenshot of this to the modder to let him know about that green box. I might mention that that would be something cool. I didn't see it in any of the options, but let's check. I know on those other swathers it shows up as a down here under the menu that you can do it, but I don't see anything. I thought you could move the reel in and out and up and down, but I don't know. I don't see it. So I'm going to say no for now. But it's something I will definitely mention. So I don't know this guy in any way. I was just going to shoot him a message on Facebook if that worked out. So never done that before, but I've heard that's a thing. So what else? BigSky is learning as he goes. Alright, and we are see how this in-cab thing works. It's kind of tough to see. No, it's not too bad. sure my finger's on the right button. Boom. There we go. Just like a real Mac Don, that header does come up really high. Absolutely dirt. It looks good, it runs good, it functions good. If BigSky could learn how to drive, he could take the full headers with, even better. Like I said, it's better than anything I could do, so I'm going to be grateful and I'm going to use it and enjoy it. So we'll get this cut, and then we'll run up, grab the combine, and slurp up these rows and see what canola looks like on this map. And I'm wondering how long that's going to take. So I'm just going to cut it off this way. Oh, I hear a Bailey outside. So the family must be up and going on this fine Sunday morning. So. There we go. I think we're just going to go see if we can find kind of a corner to park this guy in. And then we'll worry about getting the header in here and everything after some of these windrows are out of the way. Oh, right on the fence. My goodness. 40 feet of header is bigger than I thought it was. So, all right. Hey, right into the combine. And I got to remember how to get back to that field. So for me, this is the best part of this game, is the pickup headers, because I can do just about all of the harvesting in cab, which is just cool. So although I don't know if having him make that 40-foot header or the 35-foot header dirt, so you can drop the swathe on one way or the other, because knowing me, I'd probably try to lay two 40-foots next to each other and pick up 80 feet of canola windrow with combine, which is not a problem in game, but does not lend itself very well to the realism factor that I'm attempting to go for, failing miserably most of the time, but attempting to go for it anyway. So I better check, make sure we're going the right way here. Did I miss our turn already? Oh no. But probably should not drive in the middle of the road. Nice Dodge pickup. Water station on the right for if we have animals. The fences, the little entrances, it's just a very well done map all the way around. Excuse me. Mackenzo the Bear is here. Welcome in, sir. Appreciate you stopping in to join us today. We're going to unfold our combine here. Looks like we're unfolded and ready to go. Jump back in the cab. Let's go see what this canola yield looks like. Oh yeah. Alright, we'll get this up, get that out of there. We can kind of see what our yield looks like. Not too bad. Not super exciting, but I don't know exactly what canola yields, so absolutely, Mock. Grab a cup of coffee, pull up a chair. Enjoy canola harvest with us. So, not sure how long you were lurking in the back or if you are just joining us, but we did swathe this with a MacDon swather, 40-foot header. Right. I mean, it's going to yield way better than the lentils, so we got that going for us. But I suppose we could pull up. Whoa, no, we shouldn't pull up because we're driving everywhere in the field. That was a terrible idea, BigSky. What's wrong with you? Let me tell you what. Okay, let's pull this up because we've got Mark Haythornwaite's time-saving stock check mod. And so our lentils, if we sell them in July, are worth $2,300. If we sell them now, they're worth about $9. They're on their way up. Again, everything's got the best prices at Saskatoon. Peas are decent, wheat is decent, and this is, or should be, on hard mode. So some good prices there. What about canola? So that's some good prices there as well. So where are wheat prices? Well, those might be a skosh high. I know a lot of guys that would love to be getting 12 or 14 bucks a bushel. Now, is this a bushel or a liter? I don't know. So anyway, enough of me yakking. Let's get back to the farming, because that's what you all are here to see. So I think my poor wheel is going to overheat from all the steering we're doing here. I think we can, yeah, I may not have pushed that corner in real life, but so first round's going to net us approximately 135, 140 bushels, somewhere in there. So pretty decent yields, I'm guessing. So Again, not much difference. I know we do get that 20% bump by having it swathed, so that's awesome. But yeah, not too different from what the wheat and barley will look like when it's swathed. Oats will probably look about the same. So the last crop we have then to try, which we won't get to today, is our flax. We've got a flax field that we got to get taken care of. And so yeah, we're right in that 140 bushel range. So good news is we will have more than one combine tank full off of this field. Bad news is we won't have enough to fill up the B train. That's okay. We'll probably just run the truck down here, maybe? Little grain truck. Oh, let's see. I usually typically call them a tandem or a 10-wheeler. Some guys call them a bobtail. Depends on your locale, what you call them. So we will be able to get the end of this row and this little bit that we missed over here. Let's go this way. Now all we need is a giant hay rake to rake these two windrows together. Nope. We just want to lay this down and kind of tuck it in those canola stalks there on the ground so it doesn't blow away, and let it cure or dry naturally, and then we scoop it up, trash it out. I don't know if Dirt is still in the chat or not. He's probably checking out pretty quick to go to his stream, but do you swathe anything up there, Dirt, or do you straight cut everything? Oh, we're going to crash into the tree. Goodness. That's going to affect the trade-in value of our combine. Now that we got a bunch of paint scraped off the roof. Way to go, BigSky. No. It's just a sad thing to have happen to us this morning when the coffee is gone. But we are in Canada. We can just hop in the truck, run down to the Timmy Hortons, and get us another cup. And while we're there, we can just grab some delicious donuts. Alright, let's pick this guy up. We'll back off our speed on our headlands just a little bit too. 13 is just a skosh fast for some of these headland turns. So. And that's my hazard of going out of cab with this header, is I don't know where I am. So unfortunately, you guys are stuck watching this first person as we cut away. I think we are going to leave some windrows when we cut our flax. We'll bale that up. Never really seen or done flax bales before, so apparently it's a thing. I don't. I know this probably isn't the best content, but I am just having a ball. So these rows get shorter. I don't know. What do you think? We're at 70% on the combine. Are we going to be able to fit it all in the combine? Or will we need the truck? That is the question. I suppose one of these days I'm going to have to figure out how to add music to the background of this stream, because up until I started streaming, I always had music going or something going in the background. Hello, Nicholson Old Farmer. Welcome in, sir. Don't believe I've seen you in the chat before, so if this is your first time, welcome in, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. We are just hanging out, doing a little Sunday chill stream, thrashing out some canola. We swathed it with our MacDon swatter. DJ is still lurking in the background. Fabulous, sir. I've decided on a new career course. I want to be a professional lurker in everybody's streams. I don't know how I'm going to get paid for that, but that's my new career path. That's my new goal. So I want to just lurk in everybody's streams. Now I just have to find somebody to sponsor me. Let's see. DJ says it doesn't pay too well. Oh man, look at DJ go, crushing the dreams. Shoot. All right, I think, unfortunately, I think this whole field is going to fit into our... Oh, and did not play that one very well. I'll have to catch that little bit at the end. This whole field is going to fit in one tank on the combine. So that's kind of a bummer, but understandable. So we will run up. Huh. Wonder what kind of work you guys got going there, huh? Nicholson, I am loving this map. Just haven't even touched the flax yet, but I am loving the map. Loving the fields, loving the new crops. Just a good playable map. If you have the chance to play it, whether you create content or just play for your For your own enjoyment, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun. So we will scoop the last of this up, and that will be it for our canola. And so, oh, very cool, Nicholson, very cool. Anywhere close to this actual map, or this area of the map, or just ask in general? You know, Stegman, he's got a point there. That poplar challenge was kind of brutal. Oh, let's see. We're just going to take this combine home and unload our canola up there. And I think what do I want to do? Because let's take a look while we're driving at the map. I think 28 is some flax. So with a little bit of time, well, I know, Stegman, but it's, you know, it's kind of a, you know, there you go. See? Now, if he'd have said no the first time, we wouldn't have the endless poplar streams. We wouldn't have some good fodder to talk about in chat. Like, see, it's, I don't know. I can see both sides. I'm going to stay Switzerland and stay out of the middle of it. So, now that I've reached in and stirred you both up, I'm just kidding. You are Northern Sask. Okay, very cool, Nicholson. Very cool. This is not our road yet. Yeah, you know, no, I'm going Switzerland. I'm just staying out of it. So the only thing is going to be, I can't pull the header. With the combine. Can we, let's get unloading and then we'll look at the map. Can we just put the header on and barrel up the road with it? Oh, I need to go to the next driveway. And the combine goes round and round on the map. Round and round. This BigSky doesn't know how to drive. See, I can sing. Now that my viewer count went from a bunch to 0 because I started singing. So. Since I know I will be doing more combining, since it is kind of a pain to put this header in the shed, we're just going to set it right outside here, where I'm sure it will be in the way for many, many things. We'll throw the pipe out. hopefully not unloaded and tarped. Now, I know I have to move the bin. I know. I'm just trying to think if we're just going to barrel up the highway with our 40-foot header or not. No, we're actually a 45-foot header. I don't know. What does it look like? Because I know I can get out to here, and I know I can make it up this road, but... Okay. Yep, absolutely. All right, I'm going to take just a quick break here, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're going to try to sneak up the road with a large header on and see how much trouble we get into. So I will be right back, and we will do that. All right, we are back. Volume is good. There we go. Good morning, why not? How are you, sir? Welcome into the stream. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out with us for a bit. We are about to attempt to run up and down the road. 45-foot header on here. So let's see, what did I miss? The fields on Edgewater are like yours there, Nicholson. Very cool. I am not a real farmer, Nicholson. I used to be. I spent the first portion of my life on the family dairy farm, and we sold the cows several years ago, coming up on almost 20 years ago. I had a big bulk of after post dairy farming was as a paramedic on an ambulance, and then did all throughout that I've always farmed, and then I worked for 3.5, almost 4 years for a potato grower in the area, and then kids and a hectic schedule with them and with my beautiful wife. We made the choice. I went to work for a dealership for several years, and then just recently, about a year ago, I went to work for an agriculture company out of Fargo, North Dakota, as a remote product specialist. So, and that has been great because I've been able to get out and get around to, this has been a really easy drive, not gonna lie. Get out and see a bunch of different parts of the country and work on a bunch of different pieces of equipment and see farming all over kind of the Pacific Northwest, Montana, Idaho, Washington, and a little bit down in Oregon as well. So, and when I'm home and when it is spring, summer, and fall, I do help some guys. I gotta see, make sure I'm going to the right place. Aha! This, I believe, should be our flax field. And I suppose due diligence would say, let's pop out and check. What is this stuff? Oh, that's our oats. Okay. Well, we don't have any horses, so we're not going to do oats. Here's our flax. Yes. No soil data, which is fine. So, whoop, whack our head on that. So, let's see. I hope I should have straw swath on. Yep. So we're going to bale this stuff up. I do like that blue flower of the flax. That is really cool. So. Absolutely. Thank you for that reminder, Stream Elements. If you're liking our stream this morning, feel free to hit that like button. I try to encourage people to press it gently on their smartphones, not smash it, because I don't want any broken devices on my conscience. That would be just terrible. So, selfish reasons, just softly touch that like button on your touch screen. That way, the next time I put up some content, you can know about it. If you're enjoying the channel, feel free to subscribe. That helps me out. And that will also help you find my content back. It also helps push it out to YouTube, so others can find and enjoy the content. So, yields are a little bit low, which they always are on the starting of the map. We got to get our soil in shape and get the lime and the fertilizer and all that in order, but gives us some things to do for sure. The contours on this map are pretty stinking awesome too. There was a spot down by the lentil field, which we'll see it again next fall when we harvest crops out of there. But the transition was so steep with this big 45-foot header. I had the header digging in on both sides. It wasn't cut in the middle, so we had to kind of attack that from a little bit of a different angle. So little things like that people don't realize are a real thing adds to that playability of this map. So. Good morning, Mr. Chad. How are you doing, sir? Looking at the clock, you're probably just about in from getting chores done and getting those piggies fed. So, hope your Sunday is going well. It would not take much at all. Let's bring up our map to join those two fields together and make a nice big field there. Those might be part of our expansion plans. So, to see where this map takes us. Absolutely. Hopefully, is it still so cold by you, Chad, or is it warming up a little bit? One round of flax. Let's do this again. And then, if there's enough time left, we might set up a GPS course and actually do some just straight up cutting. Nick's cold but warming up, and Chad is warming up, but it's Wednesday. Wow, it's Wednesday. No, Big Sky, it's Sunday, but it's windy. Chad in Iowa. That makes sense. We are coming out of the deep freeze ourselves here. It hit almost 50 here yesterday. I think it's topped out at like 46, something like that. But yeah, we were super cold too there for a little while. And last week Wednesday, I was up in Glasgow, so it wasn't too cold there, or it wasn't too windy there. But down here, southwest Montana, out at my folks' place, they said it blew almost sustained at 20 miles an hour for 24 hours. And Dad said in the 40 or 50 years he's lived in that house, he has never had it blow that long and that hard in the winter. So, yeah, absolutely, Chad. Yesterday felt pretty good. It was almost break out the t-shirt weather. So, but that comes with a price of course, everything starts to thaw. And then last night it dropped down to about 15 again, so now everything's nice and froze hard this morning. So, the joys of late winter, early spring, and warm and cold. So, I know, I'm sure you guys would love the warmer weather for sure. Yep, if it makes you feel any better, Nick, I've only got about 3 feet in my front yard, so. But for us this time of year, that is an absolute pile, so. All right. Oop, see, there's a little bit of that terrain stuff that you gotta. Holy Toledo. Don't watch that part there, guys. That's gonna just make you guys cry. So let's stop here. Start the combine over again. Drop the header down. Go forward. And let's see if we can clean that mess up there a little bit. And DJ rolls in from the frozen north with a minus 28. I do not envy you guys in that regard, DJ. That is just freaking cold. No doubt about it. Yeah, we're kind of the same, Nick. We had a bunch melt too, so, but yeah. There's a pile of it out there, which I hope there's this much in the mountains. That'll be some good irrigating for the guys this summer, so. Sounds good, Charles. Enjoy your Sunday. Appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us this morning. Always good to see you. Always good to have you hanging out here, so. Why Not's reporting in at 8 degrees. Very nice, very nice. So. Why does my microphone keep muting itself? Nick comes in and puts a shot across the bow with poplars. Oh. All right, guys. I think we are going to bring the stream to an end there. It's right up just after 9 o'clock. I know there's a couple other guys going to be streaming here. I think Dirt's probably getting stuff fired up. Chad will be firing up a little later here, so I don't want to go over top of those guys too much. So we are going to go ahead and call it a stream. Thank you guys. Let's see what we got to do here. Nope, that's the one we wanted. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the support. Content will be coming out this week. Streams are going to be unknown with the travel schedule I got this week, so we'll let you know, keep you posted. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.